Hi everyone, this is Aguirre. I first want to start off by saying sorry. I know there's like a lot of noise around me, but like this is like the only area I could do it because I had to work. Anyways, so this week I will be talking about my mentor. I actually have two. One is Miss Stephanie Hahn. She's actually a medical student at Loma Linda, but she didn't have any time to get to know me that well because right now she's going through like exams and stuff. She won't be finished until May 15th, which is totally understandable. But luckily I got paired up with another person. His name is Jared Gow, Mr. Jared Gow. He's actually a third year UCLA student. His major is psychobiology. So I'll be talking about him and just like his goals and like what he wants to do with his life, and also talking about like my career path and like why I think I'm fit for it as well. So like I said earlier, Jared is a third year psychobio. He actually wants to pursue in like two different careers. So the first one is like cardiology. So he actually has a heart disease. He got diagnosed with a heart disease when he was 3 years old, and that's what he kind of wants to pursue cardiology because of that, because he's so like accustomed to this, this topic, which totally makes sense. So yeah. So as a child, he'd always have to go to doctor visits because when he was 3 years old, he had like this heart problem, but they didn't know what it was, so he kind of like just stayed at the hospital for a week, and then like he got transferred to like a children's hospital, and then they told him like, oh, like you have this, but then by that time he actually started getting like a long-term like damage, I guess. So he would have to go visit the doctors like every once a year, and he'd always be surrounded by like that hospital setting. And he just like, he was really satisfied, he was satisfied like with how the treatment went. Like he really did like his doctors and his experience, but also he just was really like, as a child, I feel like you just kind of like are so like interested in everything, like in learning. So that's why he kind of really liked going to the doctors, because he's like, oh, like I guess he's like echo and stuff like that. So yeah, but actually in middle school, he kind of went through a phase where he was like, like maybe I want to do like economics, and he kind of stuck through it until high school, until he was going like writing his like personal statements for college. He realized that he didn't really have much to talk about, like economics or like why it inspired him and stuff. So he started writing about like science, and then he just kind of stuck with it and then just decided to be psychobio. I asked him what kind of skills he believed a cardiologist needed, and he said like professionalism, empathy, that strong will, because he said like you really have to have like the love and passion for it, since you'll be going through like such like tough years because you're in medical school and stuff like that. He also said he's learned through like other alumni and just like networking that you have to have hobbies, because if you don't have hobbies, it can be really dangerous, because you can like lose yourself because all the loss and death and like just like maybe trauma you'll see. So yeah, so he definitely says like you have to have a hobby. So one of his hobbies, he said, was he's actually in a dance crew. It's called VS Modern. So yeah, he does that in college, sorry. And I've asked him like if he's shadowed anybody,